Hi everyone, welcome to Pearl's Kitchen. If you like my video, give it a thumbs up, press the red button to subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so you'll be notified for my upcoming video. It's all free. Thank you. Faith is waiting for God's timing without knowing when. Amen. Today I'm going to show you how to make dhal puri. This is also known as dhal roti, and some of my subscribers asked for this recipe, so here are the ingredients. In this pot I've got 2 cups of split yellow dal. It's also called Arhar dal, and you need to wash this and soak it for at least 1 hour. I've soaked it for over 1 hour, and then I rinsed out the dal, and then I added 3 cups of water in there. So we need to boil this, and in there we'll add half a teaspoon of turmeric and 1 large clove of garlic. So in India you would need at least 3 cloves of garlic, and 2 tablespoons of green coriander will go in there. So we will boil this, and then for later on we'll need 3/4 teaspoon of crushed roasted cumin seed, and we'll need 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and this is to make the dough. So in here I've got 2 cups of flour, plain flour, that's maida, and I've got 1/4 teaspoon of sugar and 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and also I've got half a teaspoon of baking powder that will go in it, and we'll need some water to make the dough and some oil for later for frying. Okay, I've just put the gas on, so we're going to put this dal to boil. And to cook it, you have to cook it so that it's soft enough that when you press it between your thumb and your finger, there's no grains in it. So it'll take at least 20 to 25 minutes. But before it comes to a boil, you need to add the garlic, the coriander, and everything in here. And then you put the lid on, and now let this boil till the lintel is nice and soft. Okay, while the dal's boiling away, we're going to make the dough now. So in the plain flour, you mix the baking powder and the sugar and the salt, and just give it a stir, and then we're going to sieve it through. Okay, once you finish stirring it with the spoon, you put it in the sieve, and then sieve the flour so it gets an even it's like everything is distributed evenly. And once you've sieved it through, that's it, throw this away, and now we're going to knead the dough. Okay, now take some warm water and just put water little at a time to form this into a soft dough. Okay, once you've formed it into a nice roll, then you just take some water in your hands, and now you start kneading this for 2 to 3 minutes till it's nice and soft. Okay, after kneading it for 3 to 4 minutes, you just roll it into a bowl. See how nice and soft it is. And either put it in a bowl or just put it in a cling film, and now let this rest so it won't dry out. Okay, my dal is done now. So just to see that it's done, you press it with your fingers till it's soft and see if it's soft, and then we need to drain it out and then run cold water in it so it will stop the cooking process. Okay, so once all the water is drained out, we're going to add the crushed cumin seeds, and we're going to add the salt and pinch of chili, which is optional, and we put it all in it and mix it together. Okay, once it's all mixed with the spoon, now what we're going to do is, if you have a mixie, then you grind it in the mixie, make it into a paste, and if you don't have a mixie, then put it on your work surface and use the rolling pin and just crush all the lentils, the dal, and make it into a paste. Okay, I've ground the dough now. This is how it should look like. So when you press it in your hand, so it can form a ball. Okay, and it's got all the flavors of the garlic, the turmeric, and the jeera and the little bit of chilies, salt, and the green coriander. Okay, so now this we keep aside and we're going to start filling it in the puris. Okay, once the mixture is done, now you make sure you've got some dry flour kept ready and a little bit of oil kept ready. And now you're just going to take a roti size dough. Depends what size you want it. And now, like I showed you how to make cutlets, just put some little bit of oil in your hand so it's easy to work, and then you make this into like a bowl. So once it's deep enough to take the dal mixture like this, then you just take a little bit of oil and just, not too much, just a little bit of oil, and just put it in the inside of the dough. And then you take some dal mixture, say around 1 spoonful, and then press it all around and then start closing it in. Okay, pinch the edges together and roll it in your hand, and that's one dal puri ready, stuffed. And now I'm going to show you another one. Again, a roti size bowl, and then try to make it like a, you can even put it on there and try and make it into a bowl, whichever you find easier. I find it easier to do it with my hand. Once it's deep enough, and then brush it a little bit with oil with your fingers, and then take a spoonful and press, and then pinch the sides, and then roll it in the palm of your hands. So keep doing this till all your roti or puris, whatever you call it, is stuffed with the dal. Okay, that's the last of our dal puri stuffed now. And now there's quite a lot of dal left over. That's for a reason, because this freezes very well, so you don't have to make it over and over again. So if you're just making dal puri with 2 cups of flour like I had, then you just do 1 cup of dal, but I always make extra so I can freeze. Now this can be in the freezer for at least 2 to 3 months, so I'll put it in a container and then freeze that. And now we're going to roll these dal puris out. Okay, so now we're going to take some flour and put flour on your work surface, and then with your finger first you need to just sort of spread the dal that's inside evenly, flatten it a bit before we actually start rolling it. Okay, once the dal is spread around, this needs a little bit extra flour. Now you start rolling it. Don't put too much pressure. Just keep rolling it. It needs to be quite thin. And then turn it around, put some more flour, they will be so soft when you eat them. You can see, you can't see any dal coming out, because that's how it should be. And that's it. You can roll them all out, or you can start cooking them as you go along. Okay, that's the second one rolled out as well. So I've rolled out 2, so I can start cooking it to show you before I do the rest. So there's 2 that have already been rolled out. Now you need to put the frying pan on. Now you need a dry frying pan. You'll have to excuse my frying pan because the handle broke this morning, so I didn't have time to go and get another one. So I'm going to use it because I need quite big enough frying pan to make the dhal puri. So make sure the flames are, the gas is on medium, because you need to cook it gently on a slow flame. And as soon as it's hot, then you pick one of the dhal puris and put it on there. And just put it on medium, because you don't need to get it brown or even golden. This has to be very pale in color, but it takes time. So let it cook on a gentle heat. Okay, after a few minutes, you just turn it over. You can see it's still got no color, and now you take the brush and just gently, not too much oil, just gently put some oil on it. And it's still pale in color, you can see. It's starting to fluff up a bit. And then you're going to turn it over again. And then again gently brush it with oil. More like parathas, like we make parathas. And now press it, and then you turn it over. Keep the gas on gentle heat. This doesn't take long to cook. Press it all around. You have to turn it 2 or 3 times. And that's it. Your dhal puri is done. And you put it in another dish, and make sure you got either tin foil or a cloth, and then you just fold it in half, and then another, and then you just keep it warm, and then you start putting the second one. And the same method, put the gas on it's on medium now, and then same method, few seconds later you turn it over and then brush it with oil, and then take it out. There you go. I'm just brushing it with oil again. This is the softest dal roti or dal puri you've ever eaten. It's so good. And then turn it over. Press it around. Turn it over again. Again, and that's it. Like you did before, take it out, fold it twice, and keep it warm. And I'm going to carry on doing the rest, and then I'll see you later. Okay, that's the last of our dhal puri in the pan. Just keep pressing it aside. Cook it on a gentle heat. there. And that's the last of our dhal puri ready. And there it goes. Keep it nice and warm till you're ready to serve. That's our delicious dhal puri ready. These are the softest roti or puri that you've ever tasted. It's really, really delicious. Now this can be eaten either with chutney or raita. You can put chutney inside and wrap it, make it into a roll and eat it. Or like me, you can eat it with aloo ki sabji. So hope you all like these dhal puris. Make it, have a go, and write on your comments what you think about it, and share my link with your family and friends. And I shall see you next time with some more delicious cooking. But until then, may God go with you and give you His peace.